Earlier when you were mentioning, improving some of those hatches
Yeah.
for the population, how important is habitat when it comes to that? And could you maybe discuss with the listener some of the efforts MDC has in habitat management and habitat improvement?
Yeah, so habitat is key. So whenever we think about the turkey population, you can kind of think of it as a budget, right? You've got subtractions from the budget that we harvest and loss to predation, just old age, and then the additions, right? And that's production. So you got to balance that. If we're losing more birds than we're producing, then we're going to see a decline of population. Turkeys are very much a kind of a bottom up species, right? So a good hatch carries the population for several years. We expect to see fluctuations in that production, but all the work that's been done around the country, that's probably aggressive, all the work, but very much a lot of the work that's been done around the country would point to the fact that production is down, right? So we're just not producing as many poults as we once were, and our own research in the state supports that certainly. So the question becomes, right, why are we not producing as many poults? And it really does come down to habitat. There's a lot of things that need to go right for poults to survive, right? The weather needs to sort of work out. There needs to be food on the ground. Predation is obviously an issue for turkeys because everything likes to eat a turkey, especially when they're little and can't fly. But good habitat mitigates all those other risks. If it's a really wet year and all of the good nesting habitat just happens to be in the lowlands, well, we're going to lose a lot of nests to flooding, right? But if we've got more nesting habitat in the uplands, right, that helps to kind of buffer us. Predation, right? So good turkey habitat is actually bad predator habitat. So good turkey habitat management is actually a form of predator management. I'll never tell anyone not to trap because I think it's a pastime that's dying and that's unfortunate, right? Any excuse to be outdoors is a good excuse, but predator management without habitat management is probably you're not going to see the same benefits as if you were to do them together. So habitat is really key.